Okay, good evening. My name is Marlene, and this is my daughter Aubrey. I graduated from the Bridge to Hope August 2017, and I would like to share my story with you. And I'm going to try not to cry. So, I grew up in a Christian home with a mom who loved me and prayed for me. I must be honest with you, I gave her many opportunities to pray with me. At the age of 19, my world was turned upside down. I tried crystal meth, and from the very first time, I was hooked. All I cared about was drugs. I became homeless, living in my Jeep on the beach, doing whatever I could to get high. At age 21, I found out that I was having a baby. Now I lost my place. This motivated me to change, and so I got sober and had a great job. I rebuilt my life. But let me be clear, I quit drugs, but I was not in sobriety. I just didn't know that yet. 6 years later, I went back to drugs. I made poor choices in my relationships. I lost everything once again, but this time it included my daughter. I went deeper in my addiction. For a time, I was living in a tent in someone's backyard. I made frequent trips to jail because of my drug addiction. I guess I really must have loved the food there. I lost all hope, living in shame, turning my back on everyone, including God. I was at the point where I didn't want to live anymore and contemplated suicide. I knew I had to change or I was going to die. I turned myself in to a cop driving by and served 3 months in jail at that time. This moment in time began the path to restoration. On that day, I began the journey, and each day today, I celebrate my courage and maintain it. Thank you. I can only imagine my mother celebrating the fact that I was incarcerated. She began to work on my behalf. She pleaded with treatment centers to take me, her daughter. Upon release, I entered a treatment facility, a 3-month inpatient rehab where I can truly focus on myself and my addiction. When it came close to the time I would be done with rehab, my counselor gave me an application for the Bridge to Hope. I took one look at the application and said, no way, no way. She told me to just submit it, so I did, and once you know, I got an interview. That was intense. I was happy and scared, but so grateful. My mom was filled with hope for a different future. She once again made a plea, this time to the Bridge to Hope, to accept me, her daughter, saying she was precious. I didn't at the time believe that I was precious, but she did. I was welcomed to be a part of the Bridge to Hope program. I know I was not the easiest to deal with and had many ups and downs during this time. Special shout out to Sally, she helped me push through. I recall a conversation I had with Amy Sue. I was approaching my 1-year anniversary of being sober. It hit me then and still hits me today. On that date, a year before, I was lost in my addiction. You would not have recognized me. I was doing things that I could not believe I did. My mother didn't know if I was alive or dead. My daughter didn't have a mother. Through the Bridge to Hope, I was able to provide a stable home for myself and my daughter, Aubrey. During my time with them, I achieved much. I received an early termination from probation. Thank you. Thanks for the clap. I also got a full-time job and have been promoted to supervisor, and I've worked there for nearly 3 years. Thank you. I opened a checking and saving account and have paid off all of my debts. The Bridge to Hope taught me how to manage my money by making a budget and learning to save. I have a goal to get a vehicle, and I expect to have enough money saved to buy a vehicle soon. I attended church because my church team made a commitment to pick my family up each Sunday. I probably wouldn't have gone on my own because of shame from my past or thinking I wouldn't fit in. But going with my church team helped me feel at home. They made me feel accepted and loved, even though I didn't have much love for myself sometimes. Aubrey and I were later baptized by my sponsoring church. I restored my relationship with God again. The biggest thing I gained from the Bridge to Hope is my relationships. That means the world to me. My relationship with my family was restored to one of trust and respect. I now have a church family too. I also gained amazing friends that I met while at the Bridge to Hope, and they were also mothers. Where am I at? I know I had you here for a reason. I am thankful to Faith Bible Church for supporting my family. They didn't have to partner with the Bridge to Hope to serve a family in need, but because they did, my life has changed. I don't think I could ever repay them for meeting me in my time of need, for loving me when I struggled to love myself, to believe in me when I struggled to believe in myself. Today I have a home of my own, and I am happy to say I am now able to pay my own bills. Thank you, Faith Bible Church, for being there when I was in need. My future goal is to serve God by giving back to the Bridge to Hope, a ministry that gave so freely to me. I encourage you to consider supporting another mom like me. Love her, believe in her. Thank you.
I'm very glad to have my mom back.
I'm so happy to be her mom.